Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how I make a sheet metal daisy. First thing you're going to need are some templates. If you go onto Google and type in daisy petal templates, you should be able to find something. Print and cut them out. Next we are going to draw them onto our sheet metal. You don't need to be perfect here, we just need the basic shape. We also need a piece of brass for the centerpiece. When you're cutting these out, make sure to remove all of the permanent marker as we don't want to have to clean it off later. Next step is texturing. I'm using a 2x4 block with a piece of plastic and leather on top of that. The piece of leather allows the sheet metal to deform the way we want it to. In order to create the texture, I'm using a 1/4-inch dowel. It's sharpened like a pencil, but the point is rounded over. First, draw a solid line down the middle from the top. Once you have a line down the middle from the top, flip it over and create lines on the back side, going from the middle straight up to the edge of each petal. You can switch it up and do the lines from the back first and then the line on the front, whichever is easier for you. Next is the center. You can use a center punch and a hammer to gently tap random spots to create these divots. Here's proof that almost anything can be used as a tool. I'm using a meat tenderizer to create a similar texture, but it's a little quicker. Once it's all textured, we are ready to poke holes in everything. You can use a simple thumbtack to do this. We're going to put a hole right in the middle or just close enough to it. Instead of a thumbtack, you can use something slightly larger like an awl. Just be sure not to make your hole too large, as the petals on your flower will be loose when you are all done. For the stem, we will need 3 pieces of 14 gauge copper wire, one 20 inches long and two 18 inches long. Here at our bench vise, put the 3 wires together, leaving the extra 2 inches of the middle wire sticking out as we tightened it into the vise. I have a copper wire twisted around the face of the jaw to make it easier to hold the 3 wires. Now we got to make sure to get these wires even as you twist them. The main goal here is to be happy with how it looks when you're done. The 2 outside wires of our stem will be used for our mechanical connection later, so we are going to turn both of these down now. Once you have those turned down, you can go ahead and start adding your layers. In between each layer, I added a dab of CA glue just to help hold everything in place. Next, I'm using another dowel rod. We're going to create a circle with the center wire. Turn the wire all of the way down. Use whatever you have on hand, or just do it freehand, whatever works for you. have it turned all the way down, creating a circle, we're going to fold it over and then turn it so that it's over the middle. Bend it up so that we can get access to the bottom. Now we can start soldering. Take your brass piece and put some little puddles of solder on it and onto the center wire. Next, solder the center piece onto the center wire. This will take some effort, as it's not very easy to get to. Take your time, you'll get it. With your pieces soldered, you can manipulate it and get it back to about center. At this point, you'll want to get your petals about where you want them to be. Now we are going to set that mechanical connection. Go ahead and turn both of those wires up into the petals and cut off the excess. Next, we're shaping the petals. I'm using a piece of PVC pipe cut in half. My technique with this tool is to pinch the petal onto the pipe and then roll the pipe in my hand. I found that if you try to roll the petal across the pipe, you'll end up with a bunch of hard corners. Here, I'm just kind of shaping it, pulling it up and down, and getting where I like it. Stem is pretty easy. We're going to go ahead and misshape it, cut off the excess at the end there, and we're all done. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'd love to see your creations, so please share. And as always, never stop creating. See you next time.